You get a pair of Yeezys. You get a pair of Yeezys. You get a pair of Yeezys. Everybody was able to get a pair of Yeezys on Saturday.
So triller, shake, smoke, skrilla, whooping bars, mix it, master, now you got a dope killer. So triller, shake, smoke, skrilla, whooping bars, mix it, master, now you got a dope killer.
YouTube, what's happening? It's your guy Hitch. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend has been a great weekend. In Jersey, it's hot as hell. Finally got a weekend. I don't think it rained all weekend. So even though it's extremely hot, we didn't get rain, so it was a great weekend. Not only that, but the news just broke that forward 23, aka LeBron James, did not sign to the Sixers. I'm ecstatic. The process is still being trusted. Hopefully we land Kawhi. PG stayed in OKC, which I'm cool with. But 423 ain't coming to Philly, so I'm good. With that being said, some other things that happened this weekend that would make it a great weekend for some of you sheep. No disrespect to y'all. But you sheep that enjoy these shoes, these were the widest release set of Yeezys, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe these were the widest release Yeezys ever. So that's good news for people that love the shoe. I've told y'all plenty of times that the shoe's trash. I have a theory too why we got this wide release. Before I get into my theory, the one good thing that Yeezys are good for are colorways. This is probably not the best colorway Yeezy I've seen, but I think it's still cool. I think it's cool. So about my theory, the reason I think Adidas made these a wide release is because, one, their numbers are plummeting, which I'm kind of disappointed by, because I was a huge fan of the resurgence of Adidas when they started to bubble again back in 2015. But unfortunately, I think they've been stagnant since the Ultra Boost became popular. Then the NMD fell off, and I think they've been stagnant. So aside from that, and their numbers tanking, Kanye is, how can I put this in nice terms? Kanye is trash. I'm not gonna go the political route with y'all, but Kanye is trash. And I think that's the reason why people were buying these at 10 p.m. on release day. You'll be lucky if you can buy Yeezys 10 minutes in on release day typically, and people were buying these at 10 o'clock at night. So with that being said, we're gonna dive into this colorway because I do think the colorway is cool. It's not the best colorway I've seen on the 350s, but I think they're cool. So yeah, let's talk about some Yeezys. They belong in the trash. 350s. All the boxes look alike, but the colorway was what matters. Butter, 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 butter. Everything's butter. Retail $220. I'll say this, man. Even though Kanye is trash and all his Adidas kicks are trash, I have to commend him. You know, he said that he was going to make sure everybody was able to cop Yeezys. And that's true. That doesn't mean that you were going to be able to get maybe every pair. But if you honestly wanted a pair of Yeezys, at this point you could have at least had one pair. And if you didn't, this past Saturday, you should have been able to get these with no problem. Again, I've seen people still copping these Jones up until 10 o'clock Saturday night. So getting into the shoe, which I personally think is trash, nothing new. All prime knit upper. Got your rope laces. Now, again, I do believe that Kanye does a hell of a job with colorways. And this is not really his best colorway on the 350s. But since he was at Nike, he's really changed the game in regard to colorways. And I think that with the colorways that he did, especially with like the Zens, the Solars back in Nike, it should have allowed people to continue to push the envelope. So all of you people that decide that you want to keep Nike ID in the same Yeezy colorways from the Solars and back in the Nike days, that's kind of corny. Step your game up. Get inspired. That being said, even though this colorway is all butter, according to the box, everything doesn't really match, right? Like the laces in this prime knit, they kind of, and even the tab on the back, they're kind of different shades of butter. It's not a green glow. It's not the solar release that he had before. It's like a light yellow, light tan. I guess it's cool for the summertime. One thing that I noticed is that you don't have the 350, and this is very subtle. That stripe that he had going across the 350s in the past, you typically can see it, but it's pretty subtle on this one. And you don't have that branding of the, I think it's what, SPL, Supply 350 or something like that. That's not here. So it's pretty clean. It's a subtle colorway. Not all 350s have the pull tab on the heel, but this one does have it. And you got your stitching throughout. On your heel, you also have the Adidas stripes, which is nothing new. With the 350s, this is also 3M. And then on the inside, where your sock, I'm sorry, not the sock liner, but your insole. The insole has the Adidas, original Adidas logo with the Yeezy branding as well. So that's your upper. When you get down to the midsole and outsole, it's that translucent midsole so you can see the boost. What I do like about it is that it fades into not a gum bottom, but it's like a light gum bottom. So I do like that. The shoe's trash, but I think that's pretty cool. And then that same light gum comes up to the midsole as well. It's not like even, but whatever. And that's it. You can see your different slabs of boost here, which is regular for your Yeezys. Now, the one thing that stood out to me, the fitting on this shoe is actually pretty snug in the toe area. I don't think they did anything, or I'm not aware of them doing anything different to the prime knit, but it was kind of snug in the toe area. So if you have a wide foot, you may want to go up a half size if you're planning on copping these. And if you are planning on copping them at this point, the resale is not bad. You're looking at $270, $280 last time I checked. So it's not bad. Honestly, I just did a review on Ultra Boost for $110. I don't know why somebody would cop these before Ultra Boost. Are these comfortable? Yes, they are, but they look like shark shoes. They're trash. I think Ultra Boosts are fire. Whether they're not selling out, that just means that you need to benefit as a consumer and save some money. But if this is your cup of tea, you can still pick them up at a decent rate. But me personally, they belong in garbage. I know everyone doesn't agree with me saying these shoes belong in the garbage, but for the people that do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we get along. If you don't agree with me, you can subscribe to the channel as well because I'm going to at least bless you with some on-the-feet shots.
It's more than one way to be selling dope. It's more than one way to be selling dope. Audio crack, I got it for the low. On tracks, I'm flipping out here, picture quote. It's more than one way to be selling dope. It's more than one way to be selling dope. Audio crack, I got it for the low. On tracks, I'm flipping out here, picture quote. Loyalty and wisdom, all my betas made her on the road. Looked up to dealers, shining diamonds with designer clothes. Pour shots of liquor for my dogs behind the candle door. Got the trapping cause they doggos had no benefit. Out here they grinding, serving, pitching, trying to make a living. I whip it, flip on instrumentals, trying to make a killing. Out here they squirting, missing persons, then pray for forgiveness. Out here we working, stomach turning, stacking to the ceiling. Living poor but elevated, I'm your hope. Dilla, gorilla, so triller, chase smoke, thriller, Dutch filler. I hate lying rappers selling so willing, whipping bars, mixing master, Marley really dope. Dealing back when I get to ripping, switching flows and that bass knocking. Rappers talking them crack rap, fairy tales, Mary Poppins, stepped on and stepped on. Dilute the world with that bullshit. I take a sip of my holy water, my studio studio is my pulpit.